According to the Department of Education, some students will have to share modules due to lack of funds for the production of SLMs. Modules in some subjects would be used on rotation basis, but they would see to it that modules will be disinfected before being passed on to another student, Education Undersecretary Diosdado San Antonio emphasized. That is allowed, at most, 4 learners, but we are saying it that 2 learners can use it, San Antonio said. Agusan del Norte 1st District Representative Lawrence Fortun brought the topic about some teachers were going out of their way to solicit help for the reproduction of modules. I believe this is quite alarming because I suppose our teachers cannot proceed with their instruction unless these modules are available and accessible for our students first and foremost, Fortun said. This caught the attention of ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro, who asked why the module-to-student ratio could be 1:1. DepEd Undersecretary for Finance Annalyn Sevilla said that for 1:1 module-to-student ratio be followed, about 31 billion pesos fund would be needed. But the Department of Budget and Management or DBM only allocated 15 billion pesos for the production of modules. We are readjusting our plan so that we can have a production of self-learning materials with this amount which was given to us, Sevilla said. Aside from the National Government Fund, which is the GAA or the General Appropriations Act, we have our Special Education Fund or the SEF from the local government units, and we also have the Brigada Escuela as well, Sevilla said. This may be a good opportunity to explain why some of our teachers and school heads are soliciting for some materials for the learning resources, she added. Fortun said the ambiguity of the source of funds was worrisome, especially that the opening of classes is set on October 5. If one of the sources would be Brigada Escuela or SEF from the local government, we know that the certainty is vague, Fortun said. According to San Antonio, DepEd is really trying very hard to make sure that the succeeding quarters will really have fewer printed learning modules, considering that there are also local governments that have distributed gadgets. If the concern is the possibility of using the modules as the instrument for the virus to also be transferred to other learners, we are very clear that if rotational use of modules will be resorted to by our field units, then we have to make sure that proper disinfection of the learning resources will be made, San Antonio said. If we allow 2 learners to use modules, this will also reduce our financial requirements by half, he added.